Legaia, step up. Alright, Mabuhay squad. Let's do this. The new thing that we are going to make Legaia do for the very first time is we're gonna let her react to water. Now, I remember this area here being the place where Malaya, our bird from last year, who by the way died in case you're new to the vlogs. Malaya passed away last year, sadly. But this area here, with all this water, was a very favorite location for her to bathe. And usually people bathe their parrots in the shower, or they use a hand spray or some kind of spray. But here is where Malaya first came in contact with water. Like I tried to introduce it to her in the shower, but that did not work. But here I found it was kind of a neutral sort of playing field where the bird could experience water in a non-scary environment because it's really shallow, and I mean she can get her feet in it and all of that. So I just want to see what Legaia will do when she sees this water, and I don't know, maybe I'll try to put her on here and see how she reacts. I don't know how it's gonna work, but let's see how our bird reacts to this water. Legaia, I'm gonna show you something very cool. I'm gonna step here on the counter. Yes, I know. So this here is a watering hole. Yes, just like in your natural habitat. And out of here comes something really cool. Are you ready? Here we go. Look, it's coming. Oh, what is that? Here, look here. See? Water. You know this stuff. Yeah. See it? Isn't that cool? Isn't that awesome? It's kind of wet. Yeah, look, see? See? It's interesting. It's different, right? She's like, take me away. Look, and it becomes even stronger. Here, I'll support you. You can look at it from my hand. See? She's like slowly backing away. See? Isn't that great? It's water. See? And then if I touch this, it turns off. And then it's a watering hole. See, look. It's just normal water. Isn't that great? Ow, ow. Okay, ow, ow, ow. All right. So the bird doesn't like water so much at the moment. Doesn't tickle her fancy. Step up. Good girl. Totally okay. Normal. These birds naturally learn to like water, and they learn to bathe as well. Now, why do African greys need to bathe? Well, to answer that, I have to delve into the amazing anatomy of their feathers. Guys, African gray feathers are mind-blowing. They're crazy. Let me explain why. Okay, first off, there are down feathers underneath these amazing adult feathers, right? You know those fluffy feathers? There are specialized fluffy feathers under those like adult feathers that have fibers that break off and produce what is called parrot powder or parrot dust, feather dust. It covers their entire body with this like thin white dust. This is why when you look at parrots' beaks, for instance, like look at her beak. See her beak? It's almost powderish, but there's like her beak is constantly covered in this powder, and that covers their entire body, this parrot dust. Okay, now get this. This is the cool part. So as babies, they can't produce this dust as much as when they're adults. Like she's an adult now, but they get their dust from their parents, because their parents produce all the dust, and then the parents kind of snuggle with the babies, and the babies get dust all over them. Now, what does this dust do? Well, one, it's got like water repelling properties, so like water drops off them, but the more important function of this feather dust is it helps keep their body clean. So get this feather dust clings onto dirt on their feathers, And then when the bird preens, like, you always see her like grooming herself. And when the birds flap their wings, or when the birds bathe, this feather dust, which is attached to the dirt, falls off their feathers. And so this dust is so important. The more dust the bird produces, the healthier the bird, because it gets rid of all of that dirt, it gets rid of like germs and all of this. Isn't that amazing? It's crazy, right? Legaia, your feathers are a miracle. Like, feathers are more complicated than I ever thought. They even have blood feathers. Get this, there are feathers on their wings and tail where blood vessels like actually go into the quill of the feather. Crazy, right? It's not like hair. Nature really designed an amazing piece of anatomy when she invented feathers. So this is why birds need to bathe, because they need to get the powder off so they can produce more powder. It's also good for their skin, right? And the rule in parrot keeping is babies need to have a bath, not so much shower. Babies need to be bathed, and adults can have showers. That's the rule, I guess. I don't know when I'm gonna introduce her to the shower, but the rule is you gotta first like introduce them to the bathroom, let them get comfortable with the bathroom, which we've been doing, and then you get them to perch in the bathroom while you're showering. And then when they're used to that, then you get them to perch like on top of the shower curtain rod, or a perch in the shower while you're showering, and you know, like kind of like sprinkle a little bit of water on them just to get them used to this like humid and steam and the sound of the water and all that. And then when they're okay, that's when you can attempt to like kind of shower them. That's one way. Or another way is to buy this hand spray and like spray a constant spray of water on them. Me personally, I would love to do the shower thing. I would love to take a shower with this bird. Eventually. She's not an adult yet. She's just kind of like teenager, juvenile. Tomorrow she'll be 11 weeks old. Exactly. And I mean, this here is something I'm gonna have to continue to introduce to her, just so she gets comfortable with like being around water. Because right now, the only water she has is this bowl here. That's her only experience of water. Yes. You're producing a lot more parrot dust now that you're older. I even notice it. I see it on your beak. I even see it in her perch and go. You know what I mean? I know it's getting on my fingers when I pet her. See, like there's like this thin, smooth, it's almost silky powder. It's really great. What an interesting piece of natural agent that these birds have. And not all birds have this powder. It's like only certain species, including parrots, have this powder. Mabuhay squad. She's impersonated a penguin. She's impersonated a Spider-Man. And now she's impersonating an owl. Good morning, Legaia. Good morning. How are you today, this morning? Did you sleep well? I think that's a yes. She was so good today. I said go poo and she pooed. But guys, something tells me she's been contemplating of jumping off the top of this and flying. Like, I just get that sense. Like, she's at the edge here, eyeing the couch, which is a soft landing point, and she knows that. If she ever jumps off here and flies to the couch, that'll be the furthest flight she's ever achieved. If you saw our vlog a few days ago, you saw that she was able to jump fly, but not this far. So, you have to eat breakfast first before you do that, okay? Time to make her breakfast. Hey guy, I'm gonna make your breakfast. Gonna boil some water. You know what I'm saying? The universal solvent. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Legaia, you hungry? Oh, these water bottles though, we have to save them. Recycle water bottles. Yesterday, she did not eat formula for breakfast and hardly any for lunch. Let's see if she does it today. Legaia, wanna eat? Hey, don't jump on the couch. You have to eat first. Grab the formula. Oh, look at what I have. I know. Yes, it's breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Something tells me she's gonna eat. Okay, we got our hot water here. Oops. Spilled a little bit of hot water. Yeah, she's excited. Look at her, she's excited. Flap those wings, flap those wings, flap those wings. Yes. I wish I could just feed her formula forever. Okay, some of that. One of you guys recommended that I stir with a chopstick. Such good advice. It like makes the formula so even. Gaia, come. I got breakfast. Yeah, look. Are you hungry? Yes. Let's see if it's the right temperature. Come on. Don't disappoint me now. Ah, too hot. Let's add some room to, whoops. Yes. This is just perfect. Perfect temperature. Gaia, aren't you excited? I finally mixed it at the right temperature. Yes. Legaia, come. Legaia. Look what I got. Look, formula. Isn't it good? Here. More. Wait. More. Don't tell me you don't want it. Okay. Yes. Isn't that good? Here. Uh-oh. Do you not want formula? Here. She's like, I don't want that. I don't want no parent barf. Here. Eat this. You grew up on this. It reminds me when I was a kid, growing up in Canada. My mom used to prepare me Filipino food. Like literally sinigang or adobo in a container with rice in my lunchbox. And I used to be so embarrassed to eat it. Because all my Italian friends, like all my friends, they were mostly Italian and Canadian. They would have like Nutella and like salami, you know what I mean? Mortadella and all of this. And I used to just swap my lunch with my friend. I'm like, I don't want this. Do you want this? And we would swap. Little did I know what my mom was giving me was more substantial. Speaking of which, what I'm giving you is more substantial. Here, you can play afterwards. Yes. You see? There's nothing wrong with your birth food. Here. Come on. Yep. She's like, I want to play. Here. Guys, our baby is no longer a baby. I mixed all of this and got it at just the right temperature for you. All right. Time for your veggies and fruits. After kisses. Okay. She's like, Dad, let me go. All right, veggie time. Introducing some okra right there and some squash. Looks like cheese. Along with her usual other fruits and veggies. Let's see how she likes it. Yes, look at those delicious fruits and veggies. Of course, she goes for the carrots, which she loves and actually needs. Oh, that's okra. Do you like okra? A little slimy, but it has the veggie crunch. Nice green flavor, right? OMG, guys, I think she likes okra. Awesome, I love okra too. It's one of my favorite veggies. Yes, amazing. Isn't okra delicious? Seriously. Good girl. How about this? This here is called squash. This is the good carbs. Yeah. Different flavor from carrots. Kind of looks like a carrot. She's like, where is it? Here, it's right here. It's good, right? OMG. She loves it. This is called squash. It's just a little lighter than a carrot. Yes. Guys, she loves it. So good. Eating these solid foods is very different from eating the formula. I mean, for obvious reasons. But aside from that, eating these solid foods, like fruits and veggies, it elicits and stimulates the salivating glands in the back of their mouth to start producing saliva. Which is a different thing from when they're eating formula. Yes, produce those slimy saliva blobs. Go bird, go. Mabuhay squad, RJ had the brilliant idea of letting her listen to Barney.
So it's an extended version, so it can play up to 15 times.
15 times of Barney?
That's what she would learn.
Well, I mean, it kind of does make sense, I suppose, if she has the intelligence of a 3-year-old, right? So maybe we should play her Dora the Explorer too.
Won't you say you love
She's speechless. She's watching with mouth open.
I love you, you love me. We're a happy family with a great big hug. She has a cape.
She's got a cape. You got a cape? Marching to Barney? Hmm? Beautiful cape. Look at you in your beautiful cape. And now it's a toga. Thank you. OMG. OMG, my boy's got. You won't believe what just came in the mail. My boy squad, I've been waiting for this day for so long. Tita, Ate Ellsie, my boy squad, look what just came in the mail.